There we go. It's on you.
What's up, Internet World? This is the We Tryin' channel on Nerdy by Nature Productions. I am Leroy. That is Michael. To my left, your guys is right. No, wait. No.
The other way around.
Yeah, whatever he said.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're back. I apologize. We didn't do one last week. I was on location. I was shooting a show at work, and I believe WrestleMania happened.
2 weeks ago.
What happened last weekend? Didn't a wrestling match happen last weekend?
Not one that I know of. Not one that I
I
watched.
feel like something big happened last weekend.
Mm, mm,
I know we taped something because WrestleMania happened, because WrestleMania now is a 2-day event, right?
it's 2 days. Based on what happened the past WrestleMania, you could argue it should only be one day. But yeah,
Ooh. Uh,
too
One day
too many
you and
matches.
Avery.
Not a lot of them were good.
Oh, wow. Ouch. Ooh.
And this deal with ESPN is not great. ESPN fans are not liking it for the WWE being involved, and WWE fans are not liking it for ESPN being involved. It's not great.
As a fan of neither of those things,
Hmm.
couldn't care less.
There you go. All right.
But we're back on a semi-regular schedule. This week I wanted to this one is an interesting one because I was playing in my head, what should we talk about? What should we talk about? Game Pass price dropped, PlayStation, and we talked about this before, where you need Xbox to challenge Sony and PlayStation, and then
Sony and
it
Nintendo.
always seems so. Well, yes. Well,
Yeah.
really, I feel like whatever Xbox doesn't really challenge Nintendo, but I
Okay.
feel like Xbox does keep Sony in check. And as Xbox does something great, Sony's like, you know what? I'm gonna go in the opposite direction with this DRM. And I
Hmm.
was like, I really don't want to talk about that because I feel like in a week or two they're gonna drop this DRM thing. I really, in my heart of hearts, feel like that. Plus, we have a showcase coming in June, and I was like, let's see how all this shakes out. So I saw this week Resident Evil dropped the trailer,
The movie
and
Resident Evil.
the Resident Evil movie dropped the trailer, and I saw it, and I texted in the group chat. This is the stuff of nightmares. I'm excited,
Hmm.
and I thought the rest of the world would be on my side. That everybody was like excited for this. This seems cool. This is different. And I feel like that clip in Prometheus where Naomi Rapace is like, we were wrong. We were so wrong.
Hmm.
And it seems that there is a faction of people who are like, no, I don't want this. This is not my Resident Evil. And I feel like this is something that I wish more games would do, more game adaptations for movies would do. And I'll just talk about it
Hmm.
because you have some people who are like purists, like, I want my game translated to film or television series exactly what this thing is that I played. And I feel like that's a catch 22. And I feel like in this case, Resident Evil has tried to make movies to appease the fans and to make it a one to one, and it hasn't worked.
Hmm.
So I'm like, F it. Let's see what this is. So I wanted to talk about it.
Okay. I watched the trailer. I was like, I don't know that I'll see it
Because
because
you're not a
this
horror
looks like a
person.
real proper horror thing, and I'm not into
Mhm.
that. The reason why I kind of like the Resident Evil movies, kind of based on the franchises, um, because they do some elements of the game that I can kind of deal with, and they're so
Mhm.
kind of campy and hokey that they don't stress me out like a real genuine proper horror movie does.
Mhm.
This looks like this will be a genuine proper horror movie. I mean, it's from the guy that what did Barbarian and
Hmm.
Weapons.
Yeah. Two movies I
Um,
have seen. You have not.
Never will.
Yep.
Um, and I'm like, yeah, this looks proper scary. Which I mean, for the horror element, that's cool. Kind of on a side note, the Clayface trailer, I'm like, this is kind of creepy.
Body horror. Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know. I mean, I'll
Yeah.
probably see it, but I don't know. But yeah, as somebody who's only beaten one Resident Evil game, that's the most recent Resident Evil 2 game.
Resident Evil 2.
Um,
So hold on. Let's back up. You've never played the original games, right?
no, actually, I played them in pieces. I bought the Resident Evil remake that came on the GameCube all those years ago.
Okay.
Um, Never finished it, but I mean, I
So
played a few of them.
so let's go back and let's because I'm leading to a point.
Mhm.
Name the Resident Evil games that you've played.
Like you mean like just pieces of, or like to completion?
No, just played.
I played the original Resident Evil. Played Resident Evil 2. Played some Code Veronica. I played Resident Evil 4. I played some of Village. Some of 7.
Wait, you played some of Village?
Yeah, there was a demo or something I played some kind of way. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Um, and again, the only one that I've beaten and completed was the Resident Evil 2 remake that came out in 2019 or something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Only reason why I'm shocked that you played Village is 'cause we did the VR for
7.
yes,
Hmm.
and you were like, "F this." It was me, you, and Shauna.
Yeah, but it wasn't so much scary. It was physically
It was
making
the
me
engine.
sick. Yeah.
Yeah, it was the engine. And it was one of those things where you were like, I don't like this feeling. And we've talked about that, the engine. But the reason why I bring it up is because you've played enough of the games not to make you a fan, but to how do I say this? The feeling you got of playing the games is what the director, Zach Eggers, is trying to recreate.
Hmm.
And I feel like there is this, and I think it goes back to film criticism, where there's a bunch of people who watched this trailer who said, this is not what I wanted, but did not understand what the director was going for. And so let's break it down. Resident Evil, the movie, is directed by the same guy you talked about who did Weapons and Barbarian, Zach. Um, excuse me, frog in my throat. Zach Kreger. He is the writer and director with Shay Hatton. He is going for in universe or in continuity. This is movie happens the day the outbreak happens in Resident Evil 2. He has a video on IGN and he breaks down the trailer explaining his thought process behind the movie in the trailer. A lot of people, like myself, like the trailer. Now, I will say this: I was one of those people when I first heard that this movie was not based on the games and had. I was skeptical. I will admit, I was like, don't know how I feel about this. And then I found out who was behind it. I watched Barbarian. I really like Barbarian. I like Barbarian more than I like Weapons. You could probably watch Weapons, no
Nope.
problem. I'm gonna be honest with you. Weapons you could watch, no problem. Barbarian, knowing you, that's not a movie for you. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
I
If
tell
you,
you
for,
what, you let Satan in your house, that's fine. He won't. We walk through my gates.
sir, have you
Hmm?
met me?
Yeah.
I ain't worried about Satan.
There we go. He will not
But
step into
anyway,
my domicile.
but so we have a saying on this. If you're new, this is We Trying channel, Nerdy by Nature Productions. Hate it when it comes out. Wait, you hear a lot of things. I am one of the people who will go on record saying when I heard Heath Ledger was going to be the Joker, I was out. Thought it was the dumbest thing. Nope. The Brokeback Mountain guy, Knight's Tale. Nope. And then I saw that first trailer and I was like, you know what? Wrong. A lot of people won't admit it. I was wrong. I'm one of them who will admit it. Hate it when it comes out because you hear all of these different things and then you realize, okay, I don't know what I'm talking about because I have not seen a frame of footage. I watched this trailer and again, in the group chat, I was like, holy fill in the blank. This is amazing. Did you watch the 12-minute video I sent you?
No.
I wish you had watched that. But anyway,
What was the 12-minute video?
Zach Kreger's talking about like the breakdown of the trailer and his thought process behind him making the movie.
He's a demon man. Yeah, I got it. I didn't need to watch a trailer to get it.
I
Yeah.
need you not to call white people demon man.
I didn't say all white people were a demon man. I said that man was a demon man.
You called this one, and I need you not to do that because there are a lot of white people who are great. They're lovable. I need you not to denigrate the
I
clear
didn't
man.
say they weren't.
Yeah. Anyway, I was thinking
Mhm.
about it, and so not to belabor the point, I want to talk about what other video games could we do this with?
What specifically? Could we do what? What specifically?
Not tell a one for one story and do this happens in continuity. This happens in the game tangentially. Tangentially. I don't know if I'm saying that right.
Sure.
Kind of like Fallout. Fallout is not a one-to-one to the video games. It happens in game in universe.
Mhm.
What
So
are the
essentially,
games?
you want to be able to tell a story in a video game world that isn't the story you've already played in the game.
Boom.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's break it down. You go.
So what are we just going to list games that we think this will work for?
Let's go 3. Yeah.
Okay.
And then
Um,
we'll throw in other things and talk about Halo and Fallout and God of War, all this stuff. Go.
BioShock.
Not gonna lie, blew my mind just now. Didn't even think about that. Hold on. What game is this happening in? Like in relation? Are you going 1, 2, or infinite?
I'd probably say in the 1-2 more so than the infinite. In the more in the rapture standpoint. And
Okay.
to me, it would be before the fall of rapture.
Ooh, so
It
before
would be before the
before
first
you
one.
before you show up in 1.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
So it would be before that. The world is still kind of has a utopia feel. People are still loving this undersea world, but you could kind of see the cracks are starting to show. And it would be
Oh,
maybe an investigative journalist or somebody in there kind of they've heard reports that this world is cool, but something's not right. So I
I
think it would
hate
be
you.
kind of a thriller like that of, oh, what's going on? What's behind the scenes? Something what's with these nobody's really turned into monsters yet. Slicers aren't fully slicers yet, but something's going on. These people they're not right.
I hate you because this is great. This is better than anything I thought of. Is this a movie or a series?
I was doing these as movies because I thought we were just sticking with movies.
No, I apologize. I should have said any medium
Yeah.
because Fallout works
Yeah.
as in game, but like tangentially. Arcane is another one that works. Um, but yeah, this is better than anything I would have came up with. I hate you. Damn. I didn't
Okay.
I didn't think Fallout. Shit.
Well, now I'm curious.
Continue.
Well, I mean, you got questions about it?
No, no, no. So now like I love the movie aspect because remember, Gore
Verbinski?
Viz, yeah, was
Mhm.
supposed to be doing a Fallout movie. The guy who did Pirates of the Caribbean movies,
Not Fallout, BioShock.
Bioshock. Thank you.
Yes. Yep.
And I was really excited for that because if you're been a fan of the channel, I love the Pirates of the Caribbean. The first 3, I
Mhm.
love the Pirates of the Caribbean movies. I love the movies. Hans Zimmer's soundtrack. I own the soundtracks. I own all the movies. No, wait. I own the first three movies. I don't own the last three. Um, I remember you walking by my desk one day and you were like, "You're really watching these at work?" And I was like, "Yeah, f these shows."
Yep, man. You as soon as you said that, it takes me back. Yes. Yep.
I was like, "F these shows." I
Watching
think I
Pirates of
was
the
watching. I
Caribbean.
think I was watching two when they were at the wind. When they were at the wind. The not the windmill. What's
The
the
water thing. The
water
water
whatever?
is it,
And or
is it called a water wheel?
is it a water wheel?
That doesn't sound
Whatever.
right.
Orlando Bloom and Johnny Depp when they were all fighting in the wheel.
Hmm.
That's when you walked up and you were like, "You're really watching this." I was like, "I love these movies." I watch them about all three, the first three, once a year.
I guess it is a water wheel. All right, cool.
Yeah, I watch the first three Pirates of the Caribbean movies once a year, and the first two Alien movies. Those are my five movies I watch every year. Um, damn. Okay, so investigative journalists. What's your outcome? Do they
So I think
survive?
I
Like, is it because to me this sound? Because I'm gonna be honest with you, you don't like horror. This sounds like a horror movie to me.
yeah, but I ain't doing that. We ain't
Yeah,
that.
but
This is.
this is a horror movie. You need to go ahead and give that up.
I would
This
make this more of a suspense thriller than straight horror. I don't know that I need my protagonist to die at the end. I mean, I could go either way because it could be a thing of this person's about to break this thing wide open and he doesn't make it out, or I won't say he or she doesn't make it out, and that could set up another movie that you, at least you know. Oh, maybe it dovetails into the beginning of Rapture,
is
possibly.
this a found footage movie? Cloverfield.
Mm, maybe because I can't remember. It's been a minute since I played Bioshock. I mean, there are cameras because there's surveillance systems in Bioshock,
Hmm.
so you could do it through the idea of like, oh, this is footage through the surveillance feeds that you're seeing throughout the city of Rapture. That could be something. But again, I don't know that I need them to die at the end. I could go either way
Hmm.
because I almost like the idea if it were successful, we'd be breaking the rule. But then like the sequel is, oh, now this is Bioshock One, maybe that character makes an appearance or something. Who knows?
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
That wasn't even the one I thought you were going to pop on, which is interesting. I got another one.
Really?
I think
No, because I didn't think about Bioshock because I didn't, and that's I like that you went that way because that just it keeps me on my toes. Because I thought you would have went where I'm going, Red Dead Redemption,
sure.
because that's where I was going. I was
Mhm.
going Red Dead Redemption because instead of telling the story of Red Dead Redemption, only reason why I went this way is because I did a panel um this year and I thought I say this. I did a panel with Stephen J. Palmer and we met Roger Clark, but I did a panel with Stephen J. Palmer and Joe Amaro, who plays Karen Jones, and plays Bill Williamson. And we talked about this. I asked him, "Who would you like to play you in a movie?" And I had no idea. He was going to lose his shit over this. He was like, "It should never be a movie. Rockstar never license their games as movies. You should play the game, yada yada yada." And I wrestled with this because I understand where he was coming from. And I don't know if me and you talked about this, but I was like, I like the idea of Red Dead Redemption, but the idea of telling that game one for one, kind of like a Last of Us. I don't think they're going to do.
Hmm.
But I do think having characters within that universe, meeting some of these people as a movie and Easter eggs would be interesting.
Sure.
Um, and
And
so
like you said, so and this would be a movie, not a TV show.
this would be a movie.
Okay.
I think it would work better as a TV show. I really do. I think it would work better as because you could keep going. You could do a good 3 to 5 seasons of this.
Hmm.
Kind of like Game of Thrones, but not following the books. Kind of like Game of Thrones, like takes bits and pieces. But to me, you could do this as a movie, like as a Western, and you could build upon this universe without using the characters and just like, oh, there's Arthur, or
Hmm.
talk about like these people as kind of like in this universe, you never really meet them. You have like peripheral characters. And I thought that was interesting, but he was very, very adamant these games should never be told in a movie or TV series, which kind of shocked me. Um, so for me, my pick is Red Dead, the Red Dead Redemption universe.
Okay.
You could tell Western stories without ever telling, and then like all of these different events um, could be little things that you could like investigate, but like
Hmm.
stay far enough away where you're never like. Because here's the problem, and this is the thing that me and you talked about. When people don't get their one for one, they're feral. But
Sure.
even when they get their one for one, it's never good enough. And honestly, Hollywood doesn't do a good job. We can look at Doom, the Resident Evil movies, which are 7 of them. There's Resident Evil anime movies.
Hmm.
There's a Resident Evil Welcome to Raccoon City, which tries to combine RE1 and 2. I like it. It ain't good, but people don't like it. There's a Resident Evil Netflix series, not good. So
Yeah, I didn't finish that.
I did. You're
Mm.
not missing anything.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, Lance Reddick.
Yeah.
Um, but
He was Wesker, right? Was he Wesker
yeah,
in that?
it was
Yeah.
Wesker. So yeah. So
Ain't no way
uh
Wesker's gonna be a black man. Can't be. Because Wesker is too entitled to think he can do whatever he wants. Ain't no black man ever gonna think that. Your job not gonna let you do all these type of experiments and stuff. You're not
my
gonna get through
counter
the door.
my counterpoint, Stan Edgar from The Boys, Giancarlo Esposito. Giancarlo Esposito.
Mm.
That is one black man
Yeah.
who has the audacity of a white man.
Okay.
Remember,
He's the exception that proves the rule.
hold on. That is one black man who told a white man, a superpowered white man, you are a defective product.
Yeah.
Who could have lasered him and
Yeah.
didn't. So yeah.
Okay.
So for me, Red Dead Redemption universe.
Okay. I'm trying to figure out if I want to go with the one I thought you would pop for, or go with another one. Yeah. Okay. To me, Grand Theft Auto, but
That's
the
that's
tagline is
that's where I was going.
Heat, the movie Heat in the Grand Theft Auto universe. You're welcome.
Tell me more. Tell
Well,
me more.
so this is something we had to collaborate on because again,
Tell,
I've never seen Heat, but you talk about it all the time.
you
Don't you know I've never seen it? Shut up! Don't
I
look like that.
you know what?
Anyway,
You're right. But
yeah,
every time I feel the pain. I do.
but I
But go
mean,
on.
Heat is
Go
the
on.
ultimate cops and robbers type thing, right? It's a
Yes.
lawman and a criminal. Yeah,
Yeah.
cops and robbers is a thing people play in their yards all the time. You said it in the Grand Theft Auto universe. I mean, I think that writes itself. I don't know who's
Would
going to be in it.
would Trevor like for me? Trevor should be in it. Trevor has to be in it.
Okay. Yeah, I don't have a problem with
As
that.
like as
The
like
only issue,
continue. I apologize.
no. The only issue I have with it, as I'm thinking of it now, I think it like as an elevator pitch, it sounds cool, heat in the Grand Theft Auto universe, but so you have to give me some spoilers here. Who is the cop? Al Pacino?
Yep.
No. Okay, and then who's
Vincent
the
Hanna,
criminal?
Robert De Niro,
Robert De Niro. Okay, so Al Pacino is he?
and Al Pacino, Tom Sizemore, Danny Trejo, and
All right,
Val
narrow
Kilmer.
it down. It doesn't matter. Al Pacino. Al Pacino as the cop. Is he a crooked cop or he's a good straight laced cop?
Straight laced cop, but has terrible personal life.
Okay, because the only issue with putting it in the Grand Theft Auto universe is I don't think there's ever any cop that's a straight laced cop in Grand Theft Auto. All of them are
Okay.
somehow crooked.
Okay.
So that kind of throws a monkey wrench a little bit, but I think there's something there. Maybe that's the spin on it that this cop actually is good in this universe of everybody else always doing stuff under the table.
I did not see those two intersecting. I was going to say Grand Theft Auto as well,
Okay.
but
What's
I
your
was
take
going
on it?
my take was a television series.
Okay.
My take on it was all of these like Trevor's the most interesting one because he's you ever watch a show and you're like everybody talks around this person
Hmm.
and then they show up and you're like, "Oh, that's who you are." I've been rewatching clips from Breaking Bad and uh Saw. Everybody calls Saw, whatever the Saw show is. And
Yeah.
I just finished rewatching El Camino, and Lalo shows up, and everybody calls Saw. I didn't care about the lawyer shit. I cared more about like Lalo, oh boy, who what is his name? I cannot remember his name. But anyway, the Salamanca twins, all that stuff. I cared more about that. And that's what my thinking was when it comes to um Grand Theft Auto. I was thinking Better Call Saul. Not everybody calls Saul. Better Call Saul. I was thinking Grand Theft Auto by Vince Gillian. Do it like Better Call Saul, where all of these different people come and intersect
Sure.
in Vice City,
Okay.
and that's how this operates. The drug trade and like all of these different factions, and it goes for 5 seasons. And you bring in characters from the game,
Hmm.
and that's you. None of the characters from the game are main characters. They're like people who come in and out.
Gay Tony.
Boom.
Sure. Okay.
Yep. And that's what I was thinking for Grand Theft Auto because I felt like so let's take the boys
Hmm.
for example. I've read the comics. I really wasn't feeling the comics. I actually sold all of them. I think I still have like 1 through 3, but I've sold like the first 10, 15, 20 issues. Um, they were okay. I fell off of them, but the TV show is like amazing. The TV show surpasses the comics, and the comics take they're like they're not literal translations. That's how I feel like my Grand Theft Auto would be.
Hmm.
You use the games as a blueprint, and then you pepper in, change some of the characters, and you make it kind of like The Wire, where you base them on real characters.
Hmm.
You bring in like real like Freeway, Rick Ross, You bring in real gangsters, Frank Lucas, but you change them just a little bit so that they're cartoony. But The Boys talks about one of the things of we tried to do X, but then the real world happened.
Hmm.
And that surpassed one of the things we wanted to do.
So is your show, because the big thing about Grand Theft Auto is at the end of the day, it's a giant satire, right, of the world at
Mhm.
some point. So is your show going to be funny, or is it serious, or is it, because as I was thinking about this, I couldn't figure out how to make it funny and serious, but I feel like The Boys kind of strikes that perfect tone of that.
That's what I'm going for. I'm
Yeah.
going for the I'm going for The Boys and your show, Veep.
Hmm. Okay.
Kind of like that, where it's like this tongue in cheek, where like The Boys. I feel like The Boys were like, we're gonna be so over the top, you can't really duplicate what we do.
Hmm.
And then we said, hold my beer.
Hmm.
And the boys are like, how do we top this? That's kind of how I feel like Grand Theft Auto. A little bit of boys, a little bit of Veep, and let's do crime.
Okay. Okay.
So yeah, so I'm definitely with you on Grand Theft Auto.
Okay.
What's your third?
Um, Animal Crossing.
The fuck?
Animal Crossing.
Okay, explain this one.
I think it is a story of a person who is beat down by life and is stressed out all the time. Somehow they get invited to this island somewhere, and they think, okay, it'll be, honestly, it could be a comedy, a slice of life work comedy, not a work comedy, it's like just a comedy of this person is so stressed out by their 9 to 5 job and it's grinding them down. They get to an island. Shut up, put your hand out for a second. They get to an island, and somehow, somewhere, like, hey, this is a nice life, and they realize I can relax. I don't have to get that. Be the CEO of some super company. Yes, Leroy.
3 questions.
Hmm.
Is this a movie or TV show?
I'm gonna say it's an animated movie.
Okay, that answers question 2.
Yeah,
3, is Tom Nook involved?
I feel like you have to have Tom Nook some kind of way.
Okay,
Tom Nook is in all the games.
continue, because
Yeah,
that
I feel like you
those were
put.
my questions.
I feel
Continue.
like you put it as an animated cartoon, a cartoon, whatever, animated movie, and
Mhm.
then that kind of gets around the circumvents the idea of how is this human person interacting with animals? It's fine. It's a cartoon. It's fine. But that person realizes, hey, you know what? I don't got to stress so much. Let me take a load off.
Is this an all ages, or is this a like BoJack Horseman?
I
Because
like I like a BoJack Horseman. I want to be a little more adult.
I feel like this is a Rick and Morty type. Even though Animal Crossing, here's the thing: even though Animal Crossing is a Nintendo game and a lot of people play it, all ages, I feel like Animal Crossing is one of those properties where it's like, mm, Animal Crossing is the Venture Brothers to me.
Have you ever played an Animal Crossing game?
I've watched a lot of videos. The reason why I bring up the Venture Brothers
Uh huh.
is because I feel like there's a lot of things you could like turn on its head
Hmm.
in like the animated. Because like you said, this is more of an adult show. So I feel like with Venture Brothers, you could do little things, not so adult, where it's like Rick and Morty, but like not primal. What am I looking for? The Bear Bears. Have you ever watched that?
No, I have no idea what that is.
Uh
The Bear Bears.
yeah. I'm trying to think. Or Steven Universe.
Oh, We Bear Bears, American
Yeah,
sitcom.
We Bear Bears. Or Steven Universe.
Okay.
Because here's the thing. Steven Universe is one of those cute shows but I feel like there's an underlying adult theme throughout it. Does that make sense?
Sure. I mean, like going with that, I would equate it to a Rocco's Modern Life if you remember that cartoon.
Yeah, I do. Now, I'm not a fan of Rocco's Modern Life.
It's because you're a loser. Keep going.
Wow.
You don't like Rocco the Wallaby? Get out of here.
Wow. You know what? I respect the attack. I do. I do. I respect the attack. It's it's an attack that I would have done. I'm trying to be better, but I respect it. Is that your third?
Yeah,
Guess what my third is. I
I
want
have
to see.
no idea.
No, guess what it is.
Fortnite. I don't know.
Nope, not even close.
Yeah, exactly. What? How much? What am I? What are the parameters to guess?
I don't know. Something that I wouldn't think of.
Forza Horizon.
That's already going to be a TV show. Sony's already optioned that. Same thing with God of War. We've already got Nathan Drake with Tom Holland and the racist dude. Um,
They're making more Uncharted movies.
they're trying.
Huh.
Who plays Sully? The
Mark
racist guy.
Wahlberg.
Thank you. Um, uh, so yeah, I'm going Zelda.
Well, I mean, but they're already making a Zelda movie.
They are, but I'm going Zelda. I'm going Zelda with a mashup of Gauntlet.
Okay. Tell me more.
Four people who live in Hyrule,
Uh huh.
and Zelda and Link are like, and it's a comedy, kind of like Dungeons and Dragons with Chris Pine and everybody.
Hmm.
It's like that. So like Zelda and Link is like this, not fairy tale, but it's like almost like Super Mario and the princess. She always gets kidnapped, yada yada. What do the regular denizens of Hyrule do
Uh huh.
in this world?
Okay.
And that's my four people. Kind of like a D. I'm throwing in all the D&D stuff in Hyrule. So
Hmm.
you have like your paladin, you have your bard, you have your paladin, bard,
A rogue, a barbarian.
rogue. I don't want a barbar like all of the different like people show up in this. So like your barbarian shows up. Have you watched Murderbot?
Yeah. I stopped watching it. It fell off, but I watched it.
But kind of like when Murderbot does this thing of like where he has the thing show the interface, the UI shows up, and he has like the different names and like their stats,
Hmm.
kind of like that. You don't see it, but you know like that's a barbarian.
Hmm.
This is a elf. That's the world that I want. I want it in Hyrule, but I want that Dungeons and Dragons feel. Kind of like who was the paladin in Dungeons and Dragons? Who was in Bridgerton?
Bridgerton. Yeah.
When he
That. Yeah.
showed up, that was hilarious. I
Yeah.
loved everything about it.
Hmm.
That's what I want for Zelda. I want Vox Machina. Yes, that's what I want, but I want it live action.
Okay.
And if I can't, because Nintendo is litigious and very stingy with their properties, Warcraft. If Nintendo's like, we're not going to let you do this, we value this property. You know what? F it. We'll do it in Warcraft.
I mean, how does it change if it goes to Warcraft then?
Um,
Or does it change? I don't know. Maybe it doesn't.
it doesn't. You do the same thing. You just don't have Link, and you just use the tangentially races. And actually, I'm gonna be honest with you, it works better in Warcraft, but I wanted the name rights because Nintendo, I feel like they would be behind this.
Uh huh.
But like, it works better in Warcraft
Okay.
because then you could have all of these different things that you could just throw in there and Easter eggs for all of the people who play Warcraft and MMO RPGs.
Okay. I like
But
it.
yeah, but yeah, it's just something fun. Like
Hmm.
the world's on fire.
Always on
World War
fire.
World War Four is about to happen. You know, we're not gonna have any rights anymore. I want to do something fun. So here's the thing: I challenge people in the comments down there. Michael's been throwing up like, comment, and subscribe. What movie or show based on a video game property would you turn into?
I didn't know Carlos Alazraki was the voice of Rocco.
I have no idea who those people are.
He was a guy on Reno 911. I didn't know he was the voice of Rocco. That's why. Okay.
But yeah, so like I'm gonna be honest with you. I did not expect this vitriol for the Resident Evil trailer. We got,
People want to get upset.
but you're not online like that. But were you
No,
shocked when you heard people were like, "Rah!"
I didn't know that was a thing until you just told me just now. Until you told
Oh,
me
okay,
41 minutes ago.
okay,
So I had no clue.
yeah. I was shocked. Like I was apprehensive about it, and I remember there was a coworker of mine, Andy, and he was like, "I don't know, man," and I was like, "Dude, you sold me on weapons. It's the same dude."
Hmm.
And if you watch the IGN trailer breakdown, he talks about how he approached the movie with this character. He was like, "Look, he starts off with this gun. He gets this gun. He has to search for ammo. Like it directly ties into the games." And I was like, "How are you people not seeing this?"
Well,
And
because
that's what I was.
people want their sexy older man Leon.
I'm not gonna say what some other people said, but they were very the people who were like, "Hey, the reason why you were mad is because you did not get to sex on Leon in a movie."
Hmm.
And I was like, this goes back to one of our other videos of AI and changing Resident Evil Requiem and being like, "Oh, I like the sexy Grace or sexy Leon." And I was like, "Oh, I didn't think about that." But you're right. Because I was like, you have enough anime, enough movies that y'all should be good. We should be allowed to play in this universe.
Hmm.
But I realized that they want a $200 million movie with Claire, Redfield, Leon, all of these different people, a one
Yeah.
for one, and they didn't get that. And honestly, I respect that.
I feel like they recently made a Resident Evil movie that had
Welcome to Raccoon City.
that was like the most recent one, right? Or pretty close to the most recent one.
Came out 4 years ago.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I don't want to poo poo on these people because I feel their pain because I'm not a big Halo fan. Me and you watched the first season of Halo, and we were like, "Oh, this ain't good." And I heard the second season got a little better, but I haven't watched it,
Yeah, I'm good.
and I'm good. Doom. I watch. Here's the thing. I watched Doom in the movie theaters. I watched the first three Resident Evil movies in a movie theater. Um, I'm trying to think of what else. Yeah, so I do get the vitriol for some of these trailers when they come out. But again, our motto, there's enough hate in the world, there's enough animosity. Excuse me. Hate it when it comes out. Wait for the trailer. Because I'm be
Mhm.
honest with you, I want to see what somebody who did Barbarian does with the T virus. Right now, there's a sale on the remake of RE2, 3, 4, and something else. I'm trying to think what else. 15 to $16.
Hmm.
I'm going to buy 4.
Is this for PC or PlayStation as well?
PlayStation.
Because I kind of want to get the remake of three after playing two. Wendy and I talked about getting three. So
Check Amazon, check Steam. They are dirt cheap. Because I'm like waffling. I'm like $15 for 4? And I'm like, will I play it? Because I remember I swapped a PlayStation with a buddy of mine who had a GameCube because he wanted me to play Resident Evil 4. Because I was out on Resident Evil after all the Code Veronica, all that shit. And I was back on. I was back in. You looking it up right now?
yeah, because I saw something. It said Resident Evil. Oh, maybe that's Resident Evil Resistance is 14.99. I don't care about that. Hmm. Who's selling it for 19.99? GameStop.
Oh, did you see the most recent thing?
What most recent thing?
GameStop is trying to buy eBay.
I'm sorry. What?
You heard me. You heard it here first.
We'll have to talk about that later because that's blowing
Game,
my mind.
GameStop is trying to buy eBay. Before I put my kids to bed, before I put my wife to bed, that came out.
Yeah, we'll talk about that later.
Yep,
That'll be another topic.
yep, that happened. But anyway, we've been talking for a while. We wanted to get this out because, again, I wanted to provide some entertainment for you guys because there's been a lot of news that's just been, it ain't been good, y'all. It ain't
Yeah.
been good. So, uh, what got you through the week, man?
Um, I think the last time we recorded, I was playing Yakuza Like a Pirate. Was I playing
Mhm.
Yakuza Like a Pirate? I was,
Yep.
or was I playing something else? I finished that game because it was a DLC game. It only took 30, 40 hours because I had to do it all. I
God
enjoyed it.
damn.
Um, so now I am playing Assassin's Creed Shadows.
Oh.
Just started that. Maybe only 30, 40 minutes into it.
Hmm.
Um, but yeah, playing that. What am I watching? Oh, on I watched Black Monday.
Don Cheadle?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Oh man, I love that show. It had
Really?
everything I wanted. Yes, it had Don
Is
Cheadle.
that
It had,
Regina? Is that Regina
which one are you going to say?
Hall?
50-50. Yep, you got it right. Regina Hall.
Because Regina King is the director and actress from Watchmen.
Yes.
Okay. And Harder They Fall. Okay. Continue.
Yes.
I
Yeah,
apologize.
Regina Hall's in it. It was co-written by David Caspi or Casp. I never know how you pronounce his name, but if the name sounds familiar, he created Happy Endings.
Don't know that one. Happy
You
endings.
do know Happy Endings, the TV show that was like 3 seasons that had Damon Wayans Jr. in it.
Oh yeah, I love that show.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, like you, we've talked about it. I know you know that show.
Yes, I do.
Yeah, so he created Black Monday or co-created it. Very
Stock
funny show.
market
Yeah,
70s.
it's. I mean, I won't spoil it, but it goes from 70s into 80s
Okay. Yeah, yeah.
over the
I
course of
saw
three
the trailer.
seasons.
Saw the trailer. I never watched it. Showtime, right?
Yeah, but now it's on Netflix.
Okay.
So so I binged watched it over like 2 or 3 days because it's 3 seasons, 10 episodes a piece of 30 minutes.
Hmm.
I really liked it. Good stuff.
Okay.
So yeah, that was it for me.
All right. For me, I'm watching Murderbot. I mentioned that earlier. I'm trying to. What have I been watching? Rewatching Breaking Bad, and no, rewatching. Yeah, rewatching Breaking Bad. Didn't watch El Camino. Um, And Abbott, Abbott and shit, 48 hours.
Okay, sure.
That's what I've been watching. 48 hours. I'm doing a show on about domestic violence, and I've been watching 48 hours.
Hmm.
And
Oh, you should probably just watch Snapped. Isn't that the show
I
Snapped?
have watched. I have watched that.
Okay.
Um, However, Snapped. I'm gonna say this, and Michael may not like this. Justified.
Okay.
I've watched Snapped, and I'm like, you know what? Some of y'all are justified.
Okay.
Um, 48 hours. You're not justified. I've watched a lot of 48 hours, and let me tell you, I never want to light up a room. I never want to be, because every time they start these episodes, they're like, she lit up a room. She
Mhm.
was, oh, nope, nope, none of that. So yeah, 48 hours. Whoo, some hard watches, man. Uh, but yeah, and I kind of need some help because I've been playing Death Stranding 2 and I've hit a rut and I'm like, I need to be re-energized. So I'm trying to figure out, should I like go to Metal Gear Solid Delta? Should I
Mhm.
do Warhammer, um, Space Marine, or should I do Spider-Man 2?
I mean, when did you play Spider-Man 1? Or when did you play Miles Morales, I guess? Did you play Miles Morales?
I did
Okay. Because I would
2 years ago.
say Spider-Man 2 is fantastic, but if you played Miles Morales recently, you may not like it as much because you are back in New York again.
I have not played
So
it recently.
okay, so then yeah, it might be time to go back in there because it's a
Okay.
great game. But like if you had played them all, pretty close together, you are going back in New York for whatever.
I will say Space Marine, I played a demo of Space Marine 2, and I feel like I need to chainsaw some people. Yeah, I feel like I feel like I need that violent tendency to come out. But I don't know yet. I may put up a poll. What game should I play? Because that's how I'm feeling. Oh, yeah. So anyway, like, comment, and subscribe. I'm Leroy. That's Michael. We've been going about 50 minutes. So hey, find your joy. Don't let this world get you down. Peace.
Peace.